everyone, this is your friend CA Aryan, and today, as promised, I am here with you for the first retirement benefit scheme. As we have seen through the introduction video, what are the various scheme retirement benefit schemes which we are going to discuss, and in that series, this is my first video related to National Pension Scheme, and we will discuss about all the details which you should know before making investment in this scheme. And we will also discuss how you can make from 5,000 per month to 1.35 crores at the age of 60 years. It means for retirement benefit you will have a corpus fund of 1.35 crores. So let's get started. Hello everyone, let us start the discussion of National Pension Scheme. What is this scheme and what are the various benefits available under this scheme? First of all, we will see what are the objectives of this scheme. जो पहला ऑब्जेक्टिव है वो ये है कि हैबिट डेवलप करें सेविंग्स की फॉर रिटायरमेंट लाइफ. सेकंड कि एक रेगुलर अमाउंट हमें मिलता रहे इवन आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट. थर्ड टू प्रोवाइड ए मार्केट बेस्ड रिटर्न. नाउ हाउ दिस एक्चुअली वर्क. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमें अकाउंट ओपन करना पड़ेगा either as an individual or through our employer. Second, we will have to contribute the amount till the age of 60 years. Third, after the age of 60 years, we can withdraw a maximum of 60% of the total amount available in the NPS account, and remaining 40% will be invested in pension fund, and from that pension fund we will get regular monthly pension during our retirement life, and this amount is also taxable. And what are the, let us see what are the various features of NPS. First of all, it was launched by the government of India. It is a voluntary scheme. There are various investment options and fund managers. Account is also portable across jobs, locations and different sectors. This is regulated by PFRDA. Low account and fund maintenance charges. We will also discuss what are retention charges and for whom or to whom we will have to pay the various charges, and there is this scheme has various income tax benefits. Third, lastly, it has market-based return over a long period of time. First of all, and the most important, we will see what are the various income tax benefits available under this scheme, and we will also compare the difference between the old taxation system and the new taxation system, which was introduced by Finance Act 2020. Let us see first about the self-employed. What are the various benefit available to self-employed. Then we will see about various tax benefit available to employees, self-employed and the employee. सबसे पहले इसमें दो तरह के अकाउंट होते हैं, Tier 1 and Tier 2, and we will discuss what are the various differences in this in the later part of that video. First of all, we will see what in case of self-employed Tier 1 account, old scheme, tax deduction up to 20% of total income under section 80CCD within the overall limit of 5 lakhs under section 80C. Additional benefit of 50,000 will be available under section 80CCD 1B. It means जो टोटल हमको डिडक्शन मिलेगी वो मिलेगी 2 लाख मिल सकती है मैक्सिमम अमाउंट, यानी कि 80C 1,50,000 80C के अंदर, 50,000 80CCD के अंदर. और मैच्योरिटी पे क्या होगा, हमको जैसे मैंने पहले ही बताया कि 40% हमको इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा इन पेंशन फंड, एंड 60% हम कम्प्लीटली फ्री हैं कि उसको ले जा सकते हैं और उसको कोई भी टैक्सेबिलिटी भी नहीं होगी. एंड जो पेंशन रिसीव होगी फ्रॉम द अमाउंट इन्वेस्टेड will be taxed under deducted income from other sources, and this provision is same in the new tax system. The only difference is that no deduction is available in under section 80C and 80CCD, because as per the new tax regime, there you are not able to get any tax deduction benefits, and in case of Tier 2 accounts there is no income tax benefits available. Let us see what are the tax benefits available to employees, as well as comparison between the old tax and the new tax system. First of all, we will see old tax system benefits to employees Tier 1 account. First of all, we will have to see as DCL employees. What are the benefits to employees? We will have to see what are employee contribution benefit and what are employer contribution benefit. In case of employees, you will be able to get a deduction of 10% of salary, and salary means basic salary plus DNS allowance under section 80CCD 1. This Further, we will see what are the benefits available to in employer contribution. The eligible amount is the list of the following. First of all, what is the employer contribution? Second, 14% of salary. Earlier it is 10% of salary, but from 1st April 2019 it has been increased to 14% of salary, and gross total income whichever is less means list of the following will be exempt. और उसके आपको कुछ छूट मिल जाएगी. एंड अगर बात करें टीयर 2 अकाउंट के लिए, टीयर 2 अकाउंट में इनकम टैक्स बेनिफिट मिलेगा ओनली टू द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉइज एंड टैक्स डिडक्शन ऑफ अप टू 1.5 lakhs, but there is a lock-in period of 3 years. And if we talk about new deduction system, as I already told, there will be no deduction available under section 80CCD. It means employee contribution will not be entitled for deduction. We will not get any benefit of this. But in case of employer contribution, the situation is the same as in case of old tax slab. And in case of tier 2 new taxable system, there is no income tax benefit available. Now we will discuss who can join NPS. First of all, he should be Indian citizen. He or she must be in the age of 18 to 65 years of age. Citizen can either be individual अकाउंट ओपन कर सकते हैं या एम्प्लॉय ग्रुप के थ्रू भी अकाउंट ओपन कर सकते हैं. और इसमें ऐसी कोई भी लिमिट नहीं है कि अगर आप PF अकाउंट मेंटेन कर रहे हैं तो आप NPS में ज्वाइन नहीं कर सकते, आप कर सकते हैं. इन केस ऑफ NRI क्या होगा, NRI भी इस अकाउंट को ओपन कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर NRI का सिटीजनशिप चेंज हो जाता है तो ये अकाउंट भी क्लोज हो जाएगा. देन इनएक्टिव अकाउंट. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय इनएक्टिव अकाउंट? कोई भी सब्सक्राइबर अगर मिनिमम अमाउंट जो फाइनेंशियल ईयर के अंदर पे करना है अगर वो नहीं कर पाता तो अकाउंट इनएक्टिव हो जाएगा. लेकिन इसको एक्टिव किया जा सकता है विद पेनल्टी ऑफ 100 रुपीज़ प्लस मिनिमम मंथली कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन ये देना था उसको पे करने के बाद. अब आप इसको ओपन कैसे कर सकते हैं? पहली बात है किसी भी बैंक अकाउंट में ओपन हो सकता है, क्योंकि इसके लिए चाहिए सबसे पहले POP पॉइंट्स ऑफ प्रेजेंस के लिए अप्लाई करना पड़ता है बैंक को, और ऑलमोस्ट हर एक बैंक ने अप्लाई किया हुआ है, तो आप किसी भी बैंक में ओपन करा सकते हैं. और डॉक्यूमेंट्स क्या क्या रिक्वायर्ड होंगे इस अकाउंट को ओपन करने के लिए? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सब्सक्राइबर रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म, देन प्रूफ ऑफ आइडेंटिटी, देन प्रूफ ऑफ एड्रेस एंड द एज प्रूफ एंड द डेट ऑफ बर्थ प्रूफ ऑफ दैट पर्सन. क्या एक बंदे के एक से ज़्यादा अकाउंट हो सकते हैं? नो, एक पर्सन का एक ही अकाउंट होगा. और अब जैसे हमने पहले कहा था कि हम देखेंगे कि टायर 1 और टायर 2 के बीच में क्या डिफरेंस है. टायर 1 और टायर 2 के अंदर जो डिफरेंस है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मिनिमम कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन क्या होगा एट द टाइम ऑफ ओपनिंग. देन वी विल सी मंथली कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन में क्या डिफरेंस है, देन ईयरली कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन के अंदर क्या डिफरेंस है और मैक्सिमम लिमिट क्या है. मिनिमम कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन की बात करें तो टीयर 1 अकाउंट के अंदर मंथली मिनिमम कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन जो है एट द टाइम ऑफ ओपनिंग हुआ 500, बट इन केस ऑफ टीयर 2 इट इज़ 1000. मिनिमम कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन per contribution, it means per month whatever you want to contribute is 500 in case of tier 1, but in case of tier 2 it is no limit. Earlier there was 250, there is no minimum amount, it means you can contribute any amount, but at the time of opening you will have to pay 1000. If we talk about in a financial year, total contribution is 1000 in case of tier 1, in case of tier 2 there is no limit, it means it can be any. Earlier there is a limit of 2000 and maximum limit, there is no limit in both the cases, tier 1 and tier 2. And what are the transaction charges which NPS holder will have to pay? First of all, he will have to pay to CRA, yani the Central Record Keeping Agency, and then to POP, point of presence. And at the time of opening, you will have to pay 50 rupees, and in case of POP, you will have to pay 125 rupees. And 190 charges for annual maintenance cost, and in case of POP it's 20 or 0.25% of the contribution amount, whichever is higher, and this is ongoing fees for every contribution. In CRA you will have to pay rupees for every transaction, but in case of POP you will have to pay 20 for any other transaction other than contribution, because for contribution there is 20 and 0.25% of the contribution. What will happen in case of death of subscriber, and what are the documents required for withdrawal? First of all, अगर unfortunate death हो जाती है subscriber की before the age of 60 years, then the entire amount is withdrawable. It means you can withdraw 100% amount and there is no tax on that amount. जैसे कि हम जानते हैं कि at the time of retirement अगर होता है, otherwise then by way of death, तो उसको 60% ही विड्रॉएबल है, बाकी 40% उसको इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. लेकिन इस केस में अनफॉर्चुनेट डेथ के केस में 100% अमाउंट को निकाल सकते हैं विदाउट एनी टैक्सेबिलिटी. एंड डॉक्यूमेंट क्या क्या सबमिट करने होंगे, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विड्रॉल फॉर्म भरना होगा, देन PRAN कार्ड ओरिजिनल फॉर्म में सबमिट करना होगा आपको, देन प्रूफ ऑफ आइडेंटिटी, प्रूफ ऑफ एड्रेस एंड ए कॉपी ऑफ द कैंसिल चेक so that the amount can be transferred to his or her account. Then loan facility, NPS से कोई भी लोन फैसिलिटी अभी तक प्रोवाइड नहीं की जाती है. Then pension और annuity. A pension is a financial instrument that provides regular monthly income during the retirement life. पेंशन का मतलब बता रहे हैं बेसिकली कि पेंशन का मतलब क्या है कि एक रेगुलर इनकम होगी ड्यूरिंग रिटायरमेंट लाइफ. अब हम देखते हैं कि प्रीमैच्योर विड्रॉल का क्या केस है कि अगर प्रीमैच्योर विड्रॉल करते हैं, इसके बाद हम देखेंगे पार्शियल विड्रॉल का क्या केस है और कौन कौन से पर्पस के लिए हम पार्शियल विड्रॉल कर सकते हैं. इसे बात करें प्रीमैच्योर विड्रॉल. प्रीमैच्योर विड्रॉल का मतलब है कि बिफोर द एज ऑफ 60 ईयर्स you want to withdraw the sum amount or full amount. We will see what is the case. First of all, there is two types. First, normal exit. Second, premature exit. What do you mean by normal exit? If you are leaving the NPS scheme after 3 years, then it will be a case of normal exit. Otherwise, it will be a case of premature exit. And if in case of premature exit, we will have to see what is the accumulated wealth. If amount is less than 2 lakhs, then entire amount can be withdrawn. And in case of premature exit, if the amount is less than 1 lakh, entire amount can be withdrawn. But if the amount is greater than 2 lakhs, then in case of normal exit, you will have to invest at least 40% of the cumulative wealth to purchase a pension fund, जैसे कि हमने अभी तक देखा है. सेकंड, बाकी जो हमारा 60% का अमाउंट है उसको हम एज ए लंप सम विड्रॉ कर सकते हैं विदाउट एनी प्रॉब्लम एंड विदाउट एनी टैक्सेबिलिटी. But in case of premature exit, we will have to invest at least 80% of the accumulated wealth to purchase the pension fund, and remaining 20% we can withdraw as a lump sum without any restriction. Then we will see what is the partial withdrawal case. First of all, who is eligible, then withdrawable amount कितना होगा, then frequency क्या होगी, and then we will see for what purpose हम partial withdrawal कर सकते हैं. First, eligible कौन होगा, कब होगा. एलिजिबल होगा अगर आप कंप्लीट कर देते हैं एटलीस्ट 3 years फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग एनपीएस. देन विड्रॉ कितना कर सकते हैं, ओनली 25% ऑफ कंट्रीब्यूशन, वो भी एम्प्लॉय कंट्रीब्यूशन कर सकते हैं जो आपने खुद किया है. अगर स्टैम्प पॉपुलर केस में जो हमने खुद किया है, एम्प्लॉय केस में जो आपका खुद का कंट्रीब्यूशन है, वो जो एम्प्लॉय का कंट्रीब्यूशन आप विड्रॉ नहीं कर सकते. विड्रॉ की फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या होगी, आप कर सकते हैं मैक्सिमम 3 times ड्यूरिंग द टेन्योर विद एनपीएस. सपोज यू हैव अ टेन्योर ऑफ, we will have a minimum tenure of 3 years. So at 4 years, we can withdraw. After 3 years, for 1 year, we can withdraw 3 times. In our example. Then what are the various purposes for which amount can be withdrawn? First of all, higher education of the child. Second, marriage of your children. Third, purchase or construction of a residential house. But there is one condition which we need to see, that if you already own a house, then you cannot withdraw the amount. Then for hospitalization and treatment of the following diseases which is mentioned for the family, and family की definition भी दी गई है इसमें, yourself, spouse, children and dependent parents. और कौन कौन से डिसीज कवर हैं उसकी पूरी लिस्ट है, आप चाहे तो उसको पढ़ सकते हैं. जैसा कि मैंने कहा था कि हम लोग देखेंगे कि हाउ यू कैन क्रिएट फ्रॉम 5,000 per month to 1.35 crores at the age of 60. This is the NPS calculator. Suppose your age is 23 and you are going to retire at the age of 60, then you will have to make a total investment of 37 years, and your monthly contribution is 5,000. Then you will have to set the rate of interest. We expect that the rate of interest will be 8%, and then it is showing you the summary of your investment. Principal amount you will have to invest 22,20,000, and the interest earned on it is 1.12 crores, and the total amount generated is 1.35 crores, and which leads to tax saving of 6.66,000. And now it is showing how much amount you can withdraw from that amount and how much you are going to invest. That is 40%, which we have already discussed, and 60% you can withdraw. This is the calculator. You can also change the age. Suppose your age is 26, suppose say 29, and the rate of interest you say suppose 9%, and you say कि I am going to invest 6,000, then it will show you details accordingly. Now you will invest for the period of 31 years. Then your pension credited will be 1 crore 20 lakh. Suppose your age is 23 only and you are going to invest 12,000. Then you will have to make investment for 37 years and rate of interest is 8%. Then your wealth created will be 3.23 crores. You can see how much you can earn on this with this investment of 12,000 per month. But we have just taken a normal view of around 5,000, so which you can easily make 1.35 crore. थैंक यू. एंड अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी है, आपको बेनिफिशियल लगी है, तो यू कैन शेयर इट विद योर फ्रेंड्स एंड प्लीज डू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल फॉर कीपिंग यू अप टू डेट विद दी वीडियोस. एंड ये तो पहली वीडियो है इन हमारी रिटायरमेंट सीरीज़ की, अभी और भी वीडियोस आना बाकी हैं, तो स्टे इन टच. थैंक यू.